Now let's talk about containers. So there is two most common tags you will see on the internet, and those are div tag and span tag. They are generic containers and they have no meaning. They tell the browser nothing about the content inside them. Let's start with div. So here I will remove this comment and I hope you do the exercise, and here I will create a div tag. Here is the div tag open, div tag close. Inside here we can add h1 headline and then paragraph tag. This is here is it, and if I right click and go to inspect, and on the elements we can see to body and div, and here we have that div we just created. So think of a div as a plain unmarked cardboard box. It is a block level element and it will take up to full width of the screen and forces a new line. So if I duplicate the div and let me change this to h2, because a single page only have one h1, and here we go. So we go inside here and here is our first div and it take the full width of the browser, and here is the second div, so it also take the full width and also have a new line. Oh, it added to the new line. So we use div to group element together for styling, like wrapping a photo and a caption, so we can put a border around them. Then let's talk about span. So I will add span to this paragraph tag. It's pretty simple. Open tag, span, close tag, and then here let's add the close tag like this, and we just added the span. If we go inside here we can see the span. So this is inline. If you check here, we don't have different line and we use it to style in a single word. Like let's make this paragraph as red, so I will add style attribute, and the style attribute will be color red. Here we go. You see, we add the style to this span, which means we add it for this paragraph text. So we use this only when no other tag fits. If you make a button using div, a screen reader won't know it's clickable. If you make a heading using a spam, Google won't know it is a topic. Those are for decorations, not for structure, which means those don't have any meaning. Now let's talk about landmarks. So if we think divs are plain boxes, landmarks are labeled rooms. They tell the browser exactly where the user is. So those landmarks are semantic HTML element, which means they have meaning. So let's start with header. Let's go to our HTML page, and here I will remove the div and I will add header element. Here is the header element, and let's put those stuff inside the header like this. And if we check here, we have the header element wrap around our h1 and paragraph tag. So what is this header? We use this header to create the header part of our web page. Usually this contains logo and site title. So we usually add this header to top of the web page inside our body tag. Then we have nav. Nav is for navigation. Let's create a navigation or the nav section. I just create the element nav, and inside here let's create unordered list, and let's add list items like this. So I will add like home, and let's add about, contact, like this. So here we have three menu items. So this is the primary menu of the web page, and this menu item should be clickable. To do that, we can add anchor tag, and in future lessons or in next few lessons you will learn about anchor tags. For now I will just do it like this, and here we go. So we use nav for major navigation block. We will add main menu or table of contents inside this nav. So screen recorders look for these tags and lets blind users jump straight to menu. And also we have another semantic HTML element called footer. Let's make footer. We add the footer to the bottom of the page. So we will use footer to add copyright page or contact links or add social media icon inside our footer section. So let's create paragraph tag. Let's create paragraph tag and say copyright. And did you remember that entities ampersand copy semicolon, and if we check it here we have the copyright and ABC company like this, and the copyright contact information and social media icon will go on inside the footer element. So as I told before, those landmark has a meaning. But if we just use div for the footer, nav and header, it doesn't have meaning and the screen readers will not understand it. So we have to code our HTML with semantic HTML element. That is the professional way. Okay, let's create a proper web page using those landmarks. So let's go here and I will right click on new file, and here let's say car.html, and here I will create the boilerplate template like this, and we do it like this. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, here let's add exclamation mark and press tab. We just created our boilerplate template, and inside the body first I will add header, and here we have the header tag. Before we do that, let's change this title to Mazda 6. You can pick any car you want. I pick Mazda 6 and my plan is to create a car profile, and here inside header let's add H1 tag. This is the page title. I will make it Mazda 6 overview, and we can go to live server and open it on live server. Okay, currently we don't have any logo, so for now I will just only keep the H1, and then we have to add the nav. This is for navigation, and for the navigation I will create unordered list, and let's create list item li like this, and let's duplicate it for 4 times, and here I will say home. On here we have to add anchor tag. I think we didn't learn about anchor tag yet. For now let's add anchor tag. Anchor tag will be start with a, and it has a attribute called href, and for href I will not add any value, and then I have to close the anchor tag. So the anchor tag mean it is a link. So let's create it for the rest of the HTML like this. Okay, I will just duplicate it like this, and here I will add like about us cars list, and here I will say contact. Okay, here we have navigation, and then we learn about the footer. So let's create footer. Inside footer I will create a paragraph tag, and this paragraph tag will be say all right reserved, and let's add copyright entities, add ampersand and copy semicolon, then cars.com. Okay, here we have footer, and also if we want we can add footer links or our contact details, but for now this is pretty cool. And let's learn the rest of landmarks and complete our page. Okay, let's again go to our test.html and learn more landmarks, and we have header, nav and also the footer. For now I will remove this div because we don't need it. And now let's talk about the middle content of the page. We have main element. So there is only one main element can have on a web page, and this is the unique content. Also, it excludes the header, nav, sidebar and footer element. It is used to add content to the web page. So this will be the reason that users come to this page, which means we will have to add the main content of the web page. Inside the main tag, we can have two different tags. The one tag type is a section, open section tag, close section tag, and another type is article tag like this. So this section is used to break sections of our web page. So usually the section have a headline. So in this case, let's create the headline. I will make h2 and here I will say headline, or let's say sub headline, and also let's create a paragraph tag and add the lorem ipsum text. To add lorem ipsum, you can just type lorem and press tab like this. Okay, now let's go to here and open it in live server. Okay, and here we go, we have the section content. If you need to have more sections, you can duplicate the section tag inside your web page. And then we have article. The article is self-contained. If you cut this piece and paste it into the complete different website, it would still make sense. We use this article tag to create the structure for blog post, news story, or product card. As we did before, we can just create h2 tag and close it and say post title, and then here we can add paragraph tag. The shortcut to add paragraph is P and press tab, and let's add lorem like this. And also we can add h3 tag, h3 and post headline or something like this, so we can continue the design like this. Then we have aside. So we will use aside to create sidebar, which means content inside this aside will tangentially related to the main content. So let's create aside, and here I will add h3 and let's say related posts, and we can add links here, and let's add few links like post 1, and I will duplicate this. Here I will say 2 3 and here I will add 4 like this. So aside will work as a sidebar. Now we learn about the divs and landmarks or semantic elements. So again, all of this content we can group or we can create using div, and we will not need to add different type of keyword. But why do we do it? Let's talk about the semantic HTML and div soup. On the left you can see div soup. It messy, it relies entire on CSS classes which have no meaning to the machine. Think a screen reader or AI bot that try to scrape in this page and it has to guess what is what. And on the right side you can see semantic HTML. It read like English. So AI agents and screen readers will use those tags to understand your content. If you want an AI to summarize your article correctly, you must use the article tag. If you use a div, the AI might ignore it as a group of text. So it's really important to SEO that you use semantic HTML. Okay, let's go to our car.html and continue our design. So here we have header and nav, and I will add main tag like this. Okay, in your resources section you can find this blog post about Mazda 6. So open it and let's convert this to an article on our car.html. Okay, we have main and this is an article, which means we can create the article tag. Okay, open and close article tag, and inside here let's add this paragraph. make a paragraph tag, close it, then paste the text, and I will open it like this. So here it added, and here inside this paragraph we have a emphasize element. So let's add it. Here we can add the is strong tag like this and close the strong tag like this. Okay, pretty good. Now then we have this headline, so I will add h2 tag, and inside h2 I will add the tag like this, and I will add the content like this, and again we have the paragraph tag. So create the paragraph tag and copy this content and paste it inside, and here we have this part as important part, so let's make it strong like this. Okay, now then we have this sub headline. So we have this sub headline under the design and style headline, which means we can use h3 tag, and let's add it. Okay, now here we have unordered list and li for list item, and let's add the list item like this. First one, second list item, third list item. Okay, and again we have another sub headline, so let's create h3, and the sub headline is interior, and we also have a unordered list ul and li and li and li. Okay, then we have this main headline. To create it we can create h2, and the h2 will be performance. Then we have a paragraph tag, paste it like this. Then again we have this h3 tag, and it will be engine. Then here you will unordered list li for list item, and paste it like this. Then in li for second list item, and then we have drive-in experience, that h2 headline 2, and let's add drive-in experience for here, and at paragraph, the paragraph is this. Then we have technology and features, and this will be again new headline 2, and paste it like this. Okay, then paragraph, then again we have h3 for the sub headline of the driving experience headline, and ul for unordered list, and li for list item, and again li for second list item. And let's see our document, so it will be look like this. So let's continue. Now we have safety will be h2. Okay, actually let's add safety as h3. Let's make it under technology and features section. Unordered list item, first list item, second list item, third list item, fourth list item. Actually it should be so like this. Okay, then I will add conclusion, so conclusion will be h2 tag. Okay, then we have to add the paragraph will be this. Again we have to add strong tag here and here, open strong tag and close strong tag from here. Okay, now we completed it, and if we check it we can see the blog post like this. So you see, when I save this, it automatically get format because I set up it in the VS Code. So let's make this not formatted correctly, and if you go to V1 command palette, and here you can say format document, and just click on it and it will automatically format. To add it automatically, let's go to VS Code setting, on setting search for format, on save, and here you can see it. You will need to tick this, and then when you try it you can see it in action.